Hey guys, alright, so I finally have gotten the Urban Decay Naked palette. About time. I know there's 700 reviews on here, but to be honest, I think I've only watched one person's review on the Naked palette, and I only watched it to see if I would like the colors, to look at color swatches, because this is one of those things I wanted so bad that it was almost like rubbing it in watching these other videos because I didn't have it. I don't know if you guys do that, but I do. So if I'm repeating, you know, what 35 other people have said, then so be it. Turn it off, but I'm going to do my own review. Okay, so I've never owned any Urban Decay shadows before. I've swatched them in Sephora. They look gorgeous, but I just don't want to spend $18 on one eyeshadow. So here's the palette. Highly anticipated, obviously. It comes with 12 shadows, I believe, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 12. Okay. Now, Lisa actually mentioned or asked me on Twitter today if I thought they were more matte than shimmer. Definitely. There are only, it looks like 2 mattes, I would say. There's a couple like satiny finishes, and the rest are definitely like shimmer, if not full-blown glitter. Okay, it also comes with a little tiny Urban Decay Primer Potion, which I love, so that's a great little bonus. And then a 24/7 duo, or I guess dual-sided liners in Whiskey and Zero. I haven't used these yet. I've never used any of the eyeliners by Urban Decay either, so I'm excited to try that. Now, I had seen this, like, put in a magazine, probably like People's Style Watch or something, before it came out. Like, what's that called? Previewing it or something a few months ago. And I thought, okay, those neutrals look gorgeous. I have to have that. And, you know, I was kind of waiting for the day when they released it. Well, when they released it, you know, I went and looked at it, and it looked gorgeous, but it was $44 for this. And I know you're getting a ton of shadows, you're getting the primer potion, you're getting the eyeliner, you know, so it is a great deal. However, I didn't want to spend $44, you know, on this palette, especially when I hadn't seen it in person. Well, so people started doing all these reviews on it, raving about it. And so I tweeted once, oh my god, I have to have this. I'm getting anxiety because I don't have this palette. Well, not really, but okay. So one of my faves on YouTube, Nur, I'm going to put all of her, like her link in the bottom bar. She is awesome. I've talked about her before. She's absolutely beautiful, like seriously stunning. And she has awesome tutorials on like neutral looks. She has, you know, colored things too, but I prefer the neutral look, so those are what I watch. And she does awesome reviews. She has great taste. You guys should definitely check her out. But anyway, she replied to my tweet and said that her Sephora or Ulta or something had a few more, and so she would send me one. So I said, okay, absolutely, because you know it's been sold out everywhere. So I got it in the mail a few days ago. I just got to use it for the first time today because we were at my grandparents' lake, so I was swimming. You know, I wasn't going to wear eyeshadow, and I am really, really liking it. Okay, so I just used the shadows today. I used a few different ones. I used Virgin right here on my inner corner. I put Sidecar, I know it's upside down, all over the outer half of my lid. I put Smog up into my crease a little bit in my outer corner. I did a little bit of the Dark Horse in my outer corner, and then I blended it all with Naked. Alright, so I'm sweating a little bit, sorry. Okay, so here it is. I think these are beautiful. They are so pigmented. I'm just going to swatch a few here. Okay, here's Sidecar. This reminds me kind of Satin Taupe. I haven't swatched Satin Taupe in a while, nor have I used it, so don't, you know, hold me to it. But that's what it reminds me of. This is really pretty too. Here's Half Baked. It's really gold. Just to kind of give you an idea of some of the swatches here. Okay, and I'm not a swatch person. I don't have awesome lighting. So, you know, there's a ton of people that have a hell of a lot better swatches than I do, so I'm not going to swatch them all. Alright, anyway, one negative I do have is that the Sidecar and the Smog, both of ones are the most kind of glittery out of the bunch, or shimmery, I would say. I have a ton of glitter fallout. I don't know if it's going to catch on the lighting. Now, I do have to say I put on my face before I do my eyes. A lot of people do their eyes first, and then they do the rest of their face, which would probably work better, because then you can kind of brush off the fallout, you know, etc. But anyway, I don't do that. It's not the kind of routine I have, so I did notice a lot of glitter fallout, so beware of that. But other than that, I think they are super, super pretty. To be honest, I think they're all kind of dupeable. Just kind of looking at them, I think I have a lot of matte colors that are similar, but just having them all in this palette is great. It's just so easy to grab it and go. Yeah, so I don't even know what the point of doing this review is, but I guess I just want to give my 2 cents. I really love this. I think if you're looking for, you know, a great neutral palette, you're willing to spend a little bit more money to get, you know, a lot of variety here. You also get a primer potion and an eyeliner. I think it's an awesome deal. If you can get your hands on it, I would. I mean, unless, like I said, you already have some of these colors, you know, you have, you know, whatever. But yeah, I think this is great. I love it. I'm going to try to do a couple tutorials with it if I can. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.